Hello friends and welcome back to the Spiegel Mom Scraps channel. It's Katelyn here with another layout process video. Don't forget to use my code Katelyn15 if you plan on shopping at the Spiegel Mom Scrap shop for any of these goodies that I'm featuring today. I am starting off with a background of this beautiful grid paper, and this grid paper is actually from one of the Michaels Hot Buy paper pads, one of the travel ones that I bought a while back. It's like a vintage travel theme, and I'm just doing some little bit of mixed media. I did not gesso my paper, I was just going with it, and I'm using this red acrylic paint that I had. It's more of a maroon color, and I'm using my palette knife to just give some texture to the background here. It didn't warp nearly as bad as I thought it was going to, so now I have some texture that'll peek out from under my photo. And as you can see, I also pulled out a doily already. There's a little airplane that was featured on this paper in the top right, and the doily is going to be covering it. So that's what I decided to do for the background. So I could still use this paper for a photo that had nothing to do with, airplanes and travel. So now I'm also pulling out this Heidi Swapp Color Shine in the light blue, and I'm just dripping some of that down, and of course have to clean up my work surface immediately after because it gets everywhere and I'm not good at controlling it. I also want to mention that if you do hear weird noises in the background, it's very rainy here, so you might hear the rain or the thunder or the cars sloshing by in the semi-flooded streets. But that's what those noises are in the background. I tried finding the quietest room to record this voiceover. But now I'm going to pull out some papers to layer behind my photo. I do have an idea of what I want this one to look like. Usually I don't. Usually I just go into a project with a photo and some supplies, and then I throw it together and somehow it works. But for this one I actually kind of have a plan, starting with that mixed media background that I made. So while that's drying, I'm going to start picking out pieces of my title. So since this is when we ate at Johnny Rockets, I decided to call it Johnny Rockets, nothing fancy, but we like going there because it's at both of the local malls we like to go to, and they have good milkshakes, and it's just bad food for you but good because I don't know, it's just good. So I'm going to title this Johnny Rockets, and I'm using some black stickers, and these are like the, they're not puffy stickers, they're like the enamel color sheen. And then I'm using some puffy stickers from Fancy Pants in this light blue color, and I've used these so much already. I might have to go pick up another packet Tuesday morning, and that's one of the things I never do is buy 2 packs of the same alphabet. It's just something I don't like to do because I know there's so many other alphabets I could use, and I usually don't buy 2 of the same just because I know I want to experience new alphabets and new supplies. So we'll see how that turns out. You'll probably see a haul on my personal channel of all that stuff if you're interested. I always have my personal channel linked below in case you want to see more of my projects. So now I'm going to trim down this photo so I can layer it on some 6x6 papers. And I did have a couple pulled out, but I actually want to use some of this pattern paper, which is from Pebbles, and it's from their Valentine's Day collection. And I pull out this ampersand one. The background of the patterned paper, the grid paper, is a somewhat off-white color. So that's why I wanted to pick a collection that had off-white in it, because it's a great opportunity to use that off-white in this way. So I layered it once behind my photo, and I also had this sitting on my desk, which is an LA Studio cut apart, and it's from one of their older collections. It was just sitting on my desk, so I'm not sure which one. But I knew exactly which Spiegel Mom Scraps sequence I wanted to use. The Galentine Valentine and then the Silver Stardust, which are absolutely beautiful together. And you'll be able to see more of these in the up-close shots over on Instagram or at the end of this video. And it's just absolutely beautiful. And I just used a piece of packaging sitting on my desk. So that's one really easy way to get creative with your sequence, is just use an old piece of packaging. It automatically seals, and it's a great layer under your photo. So I just threw in a bunch of sequins from the Galentine Valentine collection, and then the silver sequins, the little star sequins, which just add so much to everything, into that bag and sealed it up. And now I have a shaker pocket, and it was super easy. I'm also looking through these Fancy Pants die cuts, which are also very old, but I pulled out one that says My Love, and it's the perfect shade of red to match the paint that I picked out. So I am going to use that later on my layout, just in a different spot. Now I have some washi tape. This is some of my good deals of washi tape. If you've been watching my personal channel, you know that I've been addicted to buying washi tape and using washi tape. I've made a challenge for myself to use washi tape on every single layout, and here's some that I'm using on this layout. So I just added 2 strips under my title to create a cluster point so I can make a little cluster under there without it feeling like it's floating. It also helps to keep the title to sit on something else so it's not floating. So now that we have a bunch of items ready to go, I'm going to start gluing some stuff down. I pulled out one chipboard piece that was a little circle with a red star on it, and I just thought that color scheme matched beautifully. To glue down my shaker pocket, I'm just using some ATG adhesive. I found that this worked very well. I also like how, in case the sequins do go up there, I can have you can't really see the adhesive back there. So I do end up folding part of the bag underneath my photo just so you can't see the empty part of the bag. I know a lot of people do like to do sequin pockets, and if you don't have a fuse like me, or if you don't have any sewing machines like me and it's really hard to make sequin pockets or shaker pockets, this is the easiest way to do so in my book. I love doing it this way. It's simple and it's easy and it's less messy, but I do end up getting messy on this layout towards the end, which you will see. I thought there wasn't enough mixed media, so I had to add some more after the fact. So now I'm gluing all of this down, and my washi tape, of course, will not go on straight. And you know, if you have grid paper, your washi tape has to be on straight, because otherwise it's just super embarrassing, because it's a grid paper. You should be able to line it up along the lines. Anyway, I'm gluing down these embellishments now. I decided to pop this circle up on some foam adhesive because I thought it'd be super cute to have that extra dimension, especially since I have some chipboard pieces elsewhere. I thought this would be a nice touch to add some extra dimension into my layout. And as you guys know, I like to add a lot of texture and dimension on my layouts. It's one of those things I really like to work with a lot. So we have the textures from the doily, and the washi tape even has a texture, and now we have the sequin shaker pocket, and then the mixed media adds a lot of texture. And I just pulled out some stickers from Ellie Studio. One says lunch, one says let's eat, and this is from their Let's Eat collection. And then good food and good company, which I thought was really, really cute to add to this layout. So now I'm going to have to glue down this letter. I find that these letters don't stick very well. Most of my thickers don't stick very well. The foam ones are pretty good. The puffy stickers are sometimes okay. It really just depends on the style of the stickers. So now to add some more pizzazz to this layout, I'm going to pull out some red stickles. I believe this is the cranberry shade, and a paintbrush, and I wanted to add some more glitter. So to do that, I'm going to add some lines of stickles and then brush out the glitter. So you'll see in a moment what I decide to do. And then I also add some more of that silver stardust sequins in the glue. Since stickles is glitter glue, it's essentially glitter and then glue. You can put other things on top of it before it dries. So I decided to pick up some of these little sequins and use my paintbrush to put them in. And you can see them much better in person. But the red glitter really adds a lot of texture as well, so you'll see me just brushing that out. And there was no rhyme or reason to where I was putting it. I was just putting it where I thought it fit best. And then again, adding more of those sequins outside of the shaker pocket really helps too. With the addition of this stickles and these couple extra sequins, this layout is complete. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the Spiegel Mom Scraps YouTube channel. We have tons of great projects coming up and you guys don't want to miss out. But if you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below. If you have any suggestions of what you want to see from me, let me know. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you again so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!